So Environmental Club is a student-run club. Mr. Baker is our advisor, but there are leaders that were elected.
Myself, Kushi Suri, and Emily Delasio were the co-presidents. And then Mia Grisafi is our vice president, Jessica Way is our secretary, and Leah Reinstein is our treasurer. And then we have the newsletter group and the social media group, and then obviously there's all of the other members. We have a giant group chat on Snapchat, and then everyone kind of just puts their ideas in. We had a Zoom meeting to talk.
We're really trying to run it super inclusively this year, so that means taking feedback and criticism and ideas from other people in the group and trying to incorporate it into the way we run the Environmental Club.
Environmental Club is just all about trying to make the world a better place and reducing the amount of plastic and waste and everything that harms our oceans and the land around us.
It's all about coming together and sharing information on environmental issues and also things we can do to help combat these issues and also to spread awareness to our school community.
About just trying to do your best for the environment, and although most of the big global issues are not really our fault and it's a lot of major corporations, we should try our best to be better people who live on this planet. And that's kind of what this is about, is trying your best to make a change, because you can make a change.
Environmental Club is all about teaching others and yourself new ways to become more sustainable and do your part to help the earth.
All about the environment. A lot of it is based on climate change because that's the biggest problem that the environment is facing right now.
So Environmental Club hasn't been around very long. It's very recently joined, but last year they made posters about like recycling and stuff. And this year, a couple things that I was thinking of doing are maybe raising money for like a turtle rescue or a club or a organization that will help clean up beaches and stuff like that.
Of course, having frequent club meetings where we can discuss different environmental issues and what we can do to help solve them. And also, we have social media teams and newsletter teams that we're hoping to get running so that we can spread awareness of environmental issues to our school community.
But already I've learned multiple ways to become more sustainable, and from that I've learned about reusable plastic bags from a company called Stasher and using a bamboo toothbrush instead of a plastic one to reduce your waste.
Plans that we're going to do is a lot of fundraising, making products to fundraise for the club because we don't really have a lot of funding or any funding, but yeah, we would have done a lot more without the virus. We would have gone like beach cleanups and do a lot of other things that would involve travel, so it's a little bit limited.
With COVID, it is a little hard to plan our activities, especially in advance, but at our last meeting, we all kind of submitted our own ideas. Some of the things were at home by ourselves, and other things were possibly going on a trip somewhere just for like a day to help clean up.
It's kind of limited, especially because this club, we just restarted it, so we haven't been able to do that much yet. But especially with COVID, it's hard to do the group projects that we would usually hope to do, like going to plant things. So hopefully we can do that maybe over the summer or in the early spring once things start to die down with COVID. But what we're focusing right now on is the newsletter because I think that's a really great way to reach people. And also more independent projects. We might do like a group thing where we all try to go vegetarian for a week to cut down on meat production, because the meat industry is a really big driver of the gas that's in the air. So we might do things like that. We might try composting. We might try talking to the administrators at High Point to have cleaner and greener ways to run the school. Like instead of using the plastic bags that they give out lunches in, it might be better to use brown bags because paper breaks down more easily than plastic. So just making those small changes is mostly what we're focusing on right now, but our hope is to do more group projects in the future.
Honestly, you don't need to know anything to join an environmental club because that's the whole purpose of the club, to learn more just because you're passionate about something. So you really don't need to know anything except for the fact that you love learning about the environment.
It was just a few of us from AP Bio that wanted to restart the club, and then by the next week we had about 40 members. Which is a pretty big number for a High Point club, I think. So it was just really great to see that sense of community, especially for a common cause. So I was just really happy to see that.
From my experience, it's been really great being in an environmental club because I really enjoy getting to go to a space filled with people who are passionate about the same things I'm passionate about.
The environmental club is pretty chill, and even though we just started the club, I can already tell that it's going to be a lot of fun.